Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Leslie here, also known as Fresh Limps, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another hair care video. Basically, I get sent quite a lot of hair care and it seems to come in waves. And recently I had some products from Living Proof, so they've got a new curl range. I can't remember when it launched in the US, but it's just launched in the UK. So a lot of people here with curly hair are quite excited because we're just like, oh, this is like an amazing brand. They're very like science-led, they love to innovate, and now they're coming with a curl range. I think they have had one before, but I didn't try it, and they also have their frizz range. I don't know if that's exclusively for curly hair, but it is like obviously meant to like help with frizz and smooth things down and stuff like that. And I feel like we hear that language a lot with curl products, so I kind of like that it's kind of moved away from that by coming with just a curl range, and it's meant to be for all curl types. Quite a few products. I think there's 7 total. I have 5 and then a little sachet of 1. I can't hold these all together, but it's quite a few. So shampoo and conditioner, which you'd expect, and then the rest are styling products. Essentially you have a styling product for every curl type. So the curl enhancer is for wavy hair, the curl definer is for curly hair, and the curl elongator is for coily hair. These are all travel sizes, they're 100ml and they all retail for £15. The full sizes of these aren't all the same price and they aren't all the same size. It's the shampoo and conditioner, these also come as travel sizes at 100ml at £15. The full sizes also retail for the same price at £31. It is more of a pricey range in general. I suppose because they are more of a science-led brand, they do more to innovate. That kind of excuses the price point, I guess. There's also the curl defining gel, and this is meant to be used for all curl types. There's also an oil, which I don't have, and again, you can use that no matter what curl type that you have. So I do like that they've considered different curl types. You can use them on coloured hair and chemically processed hair too. So I've had these for a little over a week, and I tested them out for the first time, I can't remember what day we're on, just like a few days ago, and essentially I only used 3 products. I used the shampoo, conditioner and the elongator. With the elongator I wasn't getting the hold I wanted, so I was like, let me try the definer. So I tried that yesterday and then this is the result. And then I added a little bit of the enhancer just to my ends, because I don't know if you guys can see, but the bottom of my hair is a lot looser. There's a piece that always sticks out. It's wavy in comparison to the rest of my hair, but yeah, so that piece I usually like tuck away. And just a little bit about my hair, just for reference, it is low porosity, it's fine. I have a lot of it because it's quite dense. In terms of texture, a lot of people were kind of arguing in the comments in my last wash day video, trying to suss out what texture I was, and it's very different over my head, and I get that probably causes a bit of confusion. I think I sit within the 3C category. I think that makes the most sense for the whole of my hair, but there are obviously bits where it could look a little bit different, like bits where it looks tighter, bits where it looks looser. And my hair's like fluffy, it's like cottony, like I like to have movement, I like it to be big, I like volume. The whole thing with this range in particular that is meant to be powered by this healthy hair complex, I couldn't totally get a grasp on what exactly is in the healthy hair complex. The idea is that it's meant to put a shield around the hair, and then with every use your hair can get up to 3 times stronger. Their whole thing with this range was focusing on strength, which I thought was interesting because I think we do talk about curly hair being weaker than straight hair. That's not to say it's weak, but it can be weaker just by the way the hair bends and the way the proteins sit within the hair. It just means it's more susceptible to damage, and that's why sometimes we see a lot of problems and like breakage and stuff like that from either everyday styling, heat, chemical processes, etc. And I feel like a lot of curly hair ranges really obsess over frizz and trying to make things smooth and perfect. I like that it's thinking about hair health and strength and balancing all of that. So in terms of the products themselves, obviously I'm very new to them. I haven't used them a lot. I did notice there is a slight fragrance with all of them. It's nothing too heavy or crazy. And then I kept seeing the same ingredients pop up across different products within the range, or at least with the ones that I have. So shea butter was in pretty much every product. I feel like we see that a lot in hair care, that's no surprise. And then I was also seeing jojoba esters in a lot of the products, and I feel like we see jojoba oil a lot. Jojoba esters are emollients, and that just really helps with softening. And then I was also seeing squalane a lot as well, and I feel like we're going to start to see that a lot more in hair care. We're seeing it a lot in skincare at the moment, but it's incredible on hair as well. I actually do have a squalane oil I love using on my hair. It's just very light, very good at keeping moisture in, and the hair just feels so nice. So I was excited to see that in the products as well. And then something else I noticed a lot was citric acid, and again, this is used in hair care usually to balance pH, especially for the scalp, because you want to keep the scalp healthy as well. So I like the look of the ingredients. There are also no silicones. That's a thing with Living Proof in general. They don't use silicones, and they've developed other ingredients to use as an alternative, which I've always found really interesting, because a lot of brands, even like high-end brands, rely a lot on silicone and dimethicone to make the hair feel shiny, make it feel nice. And I'm not anti-silicone at all. I think they have a time and a place, but it is interesting that sometimes you'll buy something really expensive and the second ingredient after water is dimethicone. So I thought I'd quickly run through how I used the products I used. When I first started to do this video, I kind of decided that I was going to use all the products, and then I was like, oh no, actually I only want to use the shampoo, conditioner and the elongator. So those were the bits that I filmed. I used those products and I felt like I didn't need any more. Then the real test is then when you wake up the next day, like, is your hair still the same as it was the day before? Has all the efforts that you went through the day before, did they last? With the elongator, I felt like it felt really nice in my hair, and it felt like there was no crunch. It felt like really amazing. It felt so soft. It felt great. The next day it was fine. Like, you could tell it wasn't the same as the day before. That's kind of standard, but yeah, you could tell like the hold just wasn't there as much. And then by day 3 it had completely gone and my hair was a mess. For me it wasn't enough hold, so I thought, let me try the enhancer, because the enhancer was for curly hair, not coily hair. The elongator was for coily hair. So because I've got such a mashup of textures, I was like, oh, let me try that instead. So all I did was wet my hair in the shower and put the enhancer in, and this is day 2 of the enhancer, and I feel like it had a much better impact. And then I also I was like, why not try another product? So this morning I used the enhancer just on the bottom bits of my hair, because I don't know if you can see that, but they are like, that bit's like super wavy. This bit I always have to cut back because it just because it's not as curly as the rest of my hair, it just sticks out these bottom bits. I usually have to cut this, and I kind of mentioned that in my hair cut video. So usually my hair gets cut from the bottom, and that kind of creates most of the shape, because this is where it starts to mess up, because bits will just like hang down, and I'm usually pushing them up, trying to push them out of the way. So with the shampoo, it's for all curl types, and it's meant to be like a creamy shampoo, like a conditioning one. Living Proof just really didn't, well, what I got a sense from the brand is that they really don't like this idea of co-washing. They feel like everyone should be using shampoo to cleanse their scalp, and I do agree. Like, I like co-washing, but that's because I shampoo a lot and sometimes I need a break from shampooing. So I think as long as your hair's clean and you're not dumping conditioner on dirty hair, I think it's fine. But anyway, the shampoo is meant to be super gentle, like ultra like hydrating and moisturizing. In general, I felt like it was nice on the hair. It did cleanse really nicely, it didn't overstrip, and it did feel hydrated. It's not the most hydrating shampoo I've had. Like, I've had a lot of nice shampoos, basically I've been spoiled, but it is a really nice shampoo. So again, the conditioner is for all curl types. Again, it's meant to be really hydrating, also have that strengthening impact as well. I did feel like there was like a lot of balance when it comes to the conditioner. It was hydrating without being really heavy. When I first tried it, because I'd hopped out of the shower to film the footage, it just wasn't sitting right on my hair. And I've mentioned this with my hair before. Basically, I cannot style it if it's dry and if it's not like warm. If the air is cold, my hair hates it. So what happened with the conditioner is I was applying some of it and my hair was just full on rejecting it. It was not liking it at all. So what I did is I applied a little bit, jumped back in the shower, just wet a few bits, got a little bit of heat on it, and that just fixed it all basically. I didn't need to do anything else then. So I do find that a lot with products, that sometimes I put it on and it's just like, nope, because my hair is just, it needs that heat, it needs to be wet to actually work. So because of that, once I applied it, I did leave it in for 10 minutes. It doesn't say on the conditioner that you need to leave it in for any length of time. It doesn't say anything at all. I suppose it's really up to you. It can be used as a leave-in conditioner as well. So what I did when I rinsed is I left a very tiny amount in. I always say this with my conditioners as well. I do tend to double up and use them as a leave-in because I spend so much money on conditioners, like why am I just rinsing it down the drain? And then obviously when it comes to styling, there were 4 options to style with. I really wanted to use the defining gel, but this sachet probably wouldn't even do like one section of my hair. So I thought, you know what, let me just leave that. I will buy the full size and then I can have like a full idea of how that's going to work. So like I said, the first time I used these products, I thought, oh, do you know what, let me use the Elongator. I just reached for it automatically. It was like I didn't even think about it. It's actually for type 4 hair, so 4A, 4B, 4C, but you can also use it for like braid outs and twist outs as well. So I don't know, I don't feel like it gave enough. I felt like my hair would need more. But then obviously you could use this in combination with other products. So you could say use that with the gel and then it might have more hold that way. So I tried the curl definer, which is for curly hair. And then this is meant to be for the type 3. So 3A, 3B, 3C. And yeah, like I feel like I got a good amount of hold with this. There was like a slight gel cast to it. You could tell it was in your hair. It wasn't free as the Elongator. Like this definitely had more hold. The definer for me, I think, is my product. And then if I wanted like a load of hold, I'd probably use it with a curl defining gel, but obviously I need to see whether this actually works. With all the stylers, they're meant to have a conditioning element. So there is no leave-in conditioner because there's meant to be a leave-in in each of the stylers. And I would say in general, the formulas are quite creamy. They do feel nice. It does feel like there's something a little bit more in there to condition. That said, I would like to see a separate leave-in. I want to see a cream, I want to see a spray, I want to see stuff that I can use midweek so I don't have to go wash my hair again, or I don't have to keep wetting it all the time. I feel like I always end up doing that. We do a lot with our curls, we play with them a lot, they're so versatile and I want to see that. I just want to see more. But so far so good. Any questions, let me know and I'll see you in a new video soon. Thanks for watching guys, bye.